And now, it is my honor to introduce the Patriots Chairman and CEO, Robert Kraft.
Well, wow. I hope this is a predictor of the upcoming season, this kind of support. So I want to thank you all for being here this evening as we honor and immortalize the legendary career of a sports icon, the greatest NFL player of all time, Tom Brady. You know, there's a saying, people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but they will never forget how you made them feel. And for 2 decades, Tom Brady made Patriots feel invincible. His story wasn't scripted, it was earned. Every yard, every fourth quarter comeback, every win. Tom was the 199th draft pick who not only transformed himself into the greatest quarterback the league has ever seen, but he also helped transform the Patriots into a 20-year dynasty. He demanded excellence of himself and made everyone around him better. Tom wasn't just the face of our franchise. He was the true heartbeat. It's hard to overstate what Tom accomplished. He just didn't rewrite the record books. He practically authored a new volume. Since Tom's departure, we've been reminded just how difficult it is to win consistently in the NFL. But during his time here, winning didn't just become the expectation, it became the norm. In 18 seasons as a starter in New England, he led the Patriots to 17 playoff appearances, all as AFC East Division champions. 13 trips to the AFC Championship game, 9 AFC conference titles, and of course, 6 Super Bowl championships. Dominance like that isn't just rare, it's unprecedented. Tom orchestrated 4 of the longest winning streaks in NFL history, including 10 straight playoff wins and 3 separate 21-game win streaks. His fierce competitiveness and relentless drive led to a legacy that cemented the Patriots as the greatest dynasty in football history. And yet, stats only tell part of the story. Who could forget the snowy night in Foxborough against the Raiders? The last game ever played in the old stadium, or the near impossible 28-3 comeback against the Falcons in Super Bowl 51. These weren't miracles, they were just chapters in the epic career of Tom Brady. His passing precision led us to victories, but his heart and competitive drive and refusal to quit, that gave us a legacy. Since his retirement, we sought the best way to celebrate his legendary career with our fans. In 2023, we welcomed Tom home for our season opener, honoring him with a halftime ceremony, where I announced that we would waive the 4-year wait period for induction into the Patriots Hall of Fame. On June 12th last year, in front of 65,000 fans, we hosted the greatest Hall of Ceremony of all time for the greatest of all time. Let's take a quick look at a few of the highlights.
nation. Please welcome the one and only Mike Tirico, everybody. Come on.
What a testimony to what sports means to New England and what Tom Brady means to this area. He's a better person than he is a football player.
I thank y'all. Before Tom came in, I just wanted to say a couple words to him. The one thing Tom said is, Randy, don't get me emotional. And y'all see what y'all did.
Ladies and gentlemen, Peyton Manning. Honored to be here tonight. I promise I'll be there in a couple of years when he is there in Tampa as well.
As the number 12 is now officially retired.
I am Tom Brady, and I am a Patriot.
Now, before we unveil this statue, I'd like to share a few details. We had numerous sculptors eager to take on this project, but we wanted someone whose craftsmanship and passion for the Patriots matched the magnitude of the statue. We chose Jeff Boccaccio, a New England native with over 25 years of experience in fine arts sculpting. A lifelong Patriots fan, Jeff and his crew invested more than 20,000 hours to perfect this statue, and they did an outstanding job, in my opinion. Some of the iconic numbers associated with Tom Brady's Patriots career are 12, 6, and 17. His uniform number, his Super Bowl titles, and his division championships. Those ended up being numbers used for some of the statue's measurements. First, I wanted the statue to be larger than life, just like Tommy is. And I asked that it stand 12 feet tall. The granite base was quarried in Vermont. The shape represents the 6 Super Bowl championships that Tom Brady helped to deliver to the 6 New England states. Overall, it is 17 feet tall, representing his 17 AFC East division titles in 18 years. More than the record in rings, Tom gave us moments that felt timeless. Sundays became sacred. Families gathered. Generations shared together. Tom and the Patriots brought millions of people together and brought great pride to Patriots Nation. Tommy, you have not only etched your name in NFL history, you've etched it in all our hearts. And now your likeness will forever stand tall here at Gillette Stadium, just like you did, standing tall, poised, and laser focused. People may forget what's said tonight, but may this statue forever remind us what Tom Brady did and how he made us all feel. On a personal note, Tommy, after my family, there's no human being on the planet that I love and respect as much as you. And now for the moment we've all been waiting for.
All right, I'm going to invite you to count down along with me. We're going to start from 3 and work our way to the unveiling. 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the first player. Please welcome the first player in franchise history to receive this honor, Tom Brady.
Appreciate it. Thank you. What's happening, Foxborough? This is quite overwhelming, obviously, and I just thank you so much for being here. It means the world to me. Thank you. As RKK just said it perfectly, people will never forget how you made them feel. Right now, I feel extremely honored, deeply grateful, and if I'm being honest, kind of old. I'm also a little surprised because usually they don't build statues until you're really old, like Vrabel and Brewski. It's not every day you get a statue, at least not one like this. Seeing myself as a statue isn't something I could have imagined growing up. When I was drafted, I just hoped to make the team. I never dreamed I'd be standing here 2.5 decades later, made of bronze and frozen in time. It actually feels pretty appropriate given my 40-yard dash time. In all seriousness, this is an incredible honor. I'm humbled to be here today with so many people who helped make this possible. And also, today is the first time in my life that Boston sports writers will describe me as chiseled. So that's a major, major win. To the Kraft family, I can't say thank you enough for believing in me from the very beginning. You didn't just give me a place to play football, you gave me a home, a second family in the highest possible standards of excellence. Everything we accomplished here started with your leadership, with your commitment to doing things the right way. I love you. To my teammates, every guy I shared the locker room with, every man who put in the work and the time and the sacrifice, thank you. We took the field expecting to win, and when we did, we celebrated as a team always. To my coaches, thank you for pushing me every single day by always demanding the best. You helped me become the person and player that I am today. To my family, my kids, my parents, my sisters, all my friends who traveled long distances to be here, I wouldn't be here without you all. Although I'm sure most of them are mumbling under their breaths right now, yeah, we love you, but a statue? Really? And to Patriots Nation, that's you guys. I can't put into words how much your support and your love meant to me. You showed up in the rain, in the snow, in 0-degree temperatures. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you. You guys showed up in these 0-degree temperatures, and you earned every single one of these banners that fly above this stadium forever. But in the end, this statue isn't just for Pats fans. It'll also give all the Jets fans something to throw their beers at as they leave the stadium every year. Probably in the second quarter. Maybe the third. As for the statue itself, Jeff, you and your team did an incredible job. Seriously, it is so accurate, so detailed. Hold on one sec. Hello? Really? Okay. Sorry, Jeff, that was Coach Belichick. He said there's still room for improvement. I know the feeling. Look, I know what this statue represents. It's not about one guy. It never is. It never has been. And in football, it never will be. It's about a team and a commitment to being great together. I'm proud to know that fans can show up at this stadium and feel as inspired as I always did playing here. To think that a kid from California might someday travel here to this plaza, stop, gaze at this work of art and say, who the hell is that guy? I've said this before, but I want to say it again. I'm humbled and honored to have been part of this organization for 20 incredible years. You guys shaped my life and the life of my family, and for that, I'm forever grateful. I hope I've given to you as much as you have given to me. Thank you, New England. I love you. And let's get ready to kick off the 2025 NFL season. Let's go!